Guys, happy Friday, December 26th. We're going live. We're going to talk all about Teofimo versus Shakur. The card was just announced. And we're going to talk about each matchup. Is this a good one? Well, once again, there are no right or wrong answers until they play out in the ring. Judge slowly, campers, because, they might surprise you a little bit. All this and much, much more on the latest edition of WaraWeek Boxing. Happy Friday, everybody.
Rashawn Holdings proudly presents WaraWeek Radio Chats with ring announcer Joseph Herron.
Guys, welcome. Happy Friday to all of you guys. I'm having to go live now because tomorrow I am going to DJ and host karaoke for a Christmas party and New Year's Eve party combined. It's going to be a big 8-hour gig, actually, tomorrow night. So, guys, I have to go live now. Preferably, I would prefer to go live while the Noi Inui Junto Nakatani card is in full swing, but they're catering to Japanese time, so that's not going to happen. So, guys, how are you guys doing? Wanted to see what you guys thought of the Teofimo Shakur card. Want to get your initial take on this? I've heard a mixed bag. Guys insisting to me, and these are guys in the business, insisting to me that it's a great card, and then other guys telling me that it's crap. So which one is it? I'm going to give you my thoughts on it. I'm here all by my lonesome tonight, but I did drop the link in case you guys want to join me. And there it is. I'll tell you what, hold on, let's see. Yeah. Oh, dude, I tell you what, look, guys, honestly, I have no faith in the new guard of boxing. So this one, just like the Times Square show, is going to be hit or miss, in my opinion. Because it's almost like these new fighters, it's like a damn Forrest Gump box of chocolates. You don't know what you're going to get. Peter, Merry Christmas, brother. And my Christmas was wonderful. Thanks be to God. Very peaceful and drama-free. That's always good at our age, man. But hey, if you're not too busy, click the link, my homie. Let's chop it up and talk about this card. I'll say this, guys. Now, I'm going to just rattle off the matchups, right? At 140 pounds. And this is in the co-main event of Teofimo versus Shakur. Keyshawn Davis versus Jermaine Ortiz. And we're going to dive deep into all of these, break down each and every matchup. And it's going to be Keyshawn Davis's debut, technically his debut, at 140 pounds. Because he missed weight so bad, not only was there not a fight, but he had to relinquish his title in his last appearance at Roanoke, Virginia, right? His hometown. What embarrassment that was. And then when his brother lost, he got into a fight. And then right underneath that, for the WBC featherweight title, Bruce Carrington is going to take on the always rugged and awkward Carlos Castro. And then for the WBC middleweight championship, Carlos Adames is going to defend his title against the always formidable Austin Ammo Williams. And then a heavyweight grudge match between Jarrell Big Fat Baby Miller versus Kingsley Ibe. And then to start things off, you've got Ziad Almayouf versus Kevin Castillo. Or like Eddie Hearn likes to say, Kevin Castillo. Yeah. Mas puto. Yeah. God bless you, Hands of Stone. Merry Christmas. And may the Lord shine upon you and your entire family this and every season. God bless you, my brother in Christ. Good to see you, my friend. So, guys, we're going to talk all about, first of all, if this fight card doesn't exactly jump out at you with great, amazing matchups, I'll tell you exactly why. It's because the primary promoter on the card, Matchroom, Top Rank, and once again, I've received word that Top Rank has nothing to do with this card except for loaning a handful of their fighters to this presentation, this promotion. But the promoter, active promoter on this fight card, the lead and active, is going to be Matchroom Sport, right? Sella is merely going to be and this is a ring event, so they're going to be a benefactor or a sponsor. But Matchroom Sport is going to be the lead promoter on this. And guys, one of the reasons, if you don't see any one matchup that really jumps out and captures the imagination of every fight fan, interested fight fan, I should say, it's because, and this is, I'm going to educate you guys on how the money is distributed. I've gone over this before, but we're going to talk about it in great length. And last time I saw an undercard this underwhelming, and once again, they've got some names. And once again, we want to urge all of you guys to judge slowly and wait to see how these fights play out. Because on paper, not too thrilling, but you never know how they play out. Right? But I'll be honest, I have no faith in the new generation of fighters to step up, especially in the American market, to step up and really take risks. I don't have any confidence in any of these guys. And you just never know what you're going to get. But Teofimo versus Shakur, one of the reasons why you don't see any terrific matchups jumping out at you, even with Turki Al-Sheikh being a sponsor and a benefactor, is because everyone involved has no confidence that they're going to sell at the live gate. Guys, let me remind you how the money is distributed, right? The licensing fee that DAZN is paying, that's going to cover the main event only. The licensing fee is the exact amount of both fighters' purses combined. That's what determines the licensing fee that the network pays. And then the undercard is always covered by the live gate. And so if you don't see blockbuster matchups on the undercard, that means they really aren't sure or have no confidence that Teofimo Shakur is going to sell out, even though both men are from that area. That says it all. And I point to, do you guys remember? Yeah, Copen Taco, Hawker Mustang. God bless you too. Merry Christmas from the one true God, and I hope the one true God, Jesus Christ, shines upon your entire household, brother. Yes, Jesus Christ, the one true God. Yeah, I said it. And I'll say it again. Jesus Christ, the one true God. Shabbat shalom. Oh, good to see you, my friend. But that's how the money is distributed, guys. Like, do you remember Haney versus Ryan Garcia? And the promoter, Golden Boy Promotions, was belly aching, saying, why on earth is this fight being staged at Barclays Center? Ryan Garcia was complaining about it. And as a result, that fight card, that undercard, was a terrible one because they had no confidence that they were going to sell out, right? Guys, it's my pleasure to introduce at this time to the stage my brother, Peter Von Arx. Peter, how art thou, my friend? Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you. I had a great Christmas. People have been bringing me pies, cake. Well, last time I was on, so I got a pie. I can't believe it's been a great Christmas, man.
Oh, God is good. God is good all the time, not just sometimes. All the time, brother.
He's good to me. He's good to me.
He's good to everybody, brother, whether they realize it or not.
Oh, yeah? So what do you think? Teofimo Shakur ain't going to sell out?
Not even close. It's going to be half filled. Remember, Madison Square Garden is a huge venue. Want to give a shout out to my brother, Eric Gomez. Good to see you, my friend.
Well, are they going to be in the lower room or the upper room?
No,
there's two rooms for that.
They made a serious miscalculation. It's not going to be at the Hulu Theater. It's going to be the big house, the home of the Knicks.
Yeah. Yeah, they're going to have a problem there.
Yep, big time. And look, yeah, Eric knows Teofimo and Shakur, they don't have big fan bases. And not only that, their reputation precedes them, especially Shakur. Like, honestly, I think he should be sponsored by NyQuil.
Yeah. Well, he was trying to draw in the Puerto Rican audience out there. I mean, they got a big fan base out there in New York, Puerto Ricans do. And I think he was trying to say...
Dude, look. Teofimo's from Honduras. He's not Puerto Rican.
I know, but Shakur was saying he was part Puerto Rican too, so I think he was kind of...
Yeah, whatever, dude. And I'm part Oriental. Yes.
Well,
I'm part Laotian.
All I'm trying to say is, I think he said that because he was trying to access that fan base. He's no Edgar Berlanga, but he was trying to draw him in. He's from Newark.
How many times have you ever seen a Puerto Rican fight like a damn scaredy cat like he does? Now, once again, look, being fair, Shakur Stevenson fights like a Cuban. His mastery of distance and range is virtuoso. He's a virtuoso in the ring. He's elite in terms of understanding distance and range. And he's shown that time and time again. But like a Cuban, like a guy like Erislandy Lara, like a guy like Guillermo Rigondeaux, he's not going to deter from the script. Like, if a fighter is opposite from him, say Edwin De Los Santos, Teofimo Lopez, whomever, he's never going to take the lead. He is going to wait and stink out the joint until you come at him.
Yep.
That's why Puerto Rican, how many times have you ever seen a badass Puerto Rican fight like Shakur? Never.
No.
Juan Lopez didn't fight like that. Neither did Felix Trinidad nor Miguel Cotto. Never. I've never seen a Puerto Rican fight like Shakur. Shakur fights more like a Cuban. And that is the reason why they're going to have a hard time selling this. Now, both guys talk a lot of shit, but they don't back it up in the ring. Teofimo Lopez, when you force him to take the lead, he looks like a very average fighter. When you come at him, Oh, man, he will light you up and whoop your ass 2 days till Tuesday.
He's pretty fast.
He's one of the most athletically gifted fighters in all of boxing, if not the most athletically gifted. He's amazing. If you go at him, if he fights an effective aggressor. HLD, how you doing, my friend? Speaking of Puerto Rican descent, good to see you, man. Merry Christmas, brother. Hope you got everything you wanted this year. Tickets are already 70% sold, my ass. If that were the case, then you would see a lot more groovy matchups on the undercard. That's the truth.
Well, they have
Now,
one heavyweight fight, right?
Let's go over this, because we already know Teofimo versus Shakur. It's going to leave a lot to be desired. That's a very difficult matchup. Feliz Navidad to you, brother. Look, because you already know Teofimo Lopez, and man, here's the reality of this, guys. Teofimo, this is probably his last fight at 140 pounds. He's going to move up because that's where the money is. And a lot of people would much rather see him versus Haney, him versus Ryan, him versus all those cats at 140 or 147. And where's the money at 140? There's no money in Gary Antoine Russell. There's no money in Richardson Hitchens. There's no money in Subriel Matias. He's going to move up. This is going to be his last fight, win or lose, at 140 pounds.
Who's at 147? He's moving up to the same thing. There's nothing there either.
No, that's BS. Ryan Garcia, Rolly Romero, Devin Haney. Basically all the cats who were at 35 when he turned pro. There's a lot more money.
Well, a Rolly fight might be more money. Ryan Garcia, how long do you...
One of 16,000 online for pre-sale? Yeah.
How long do you think he's even going to fight? Ryan Garcia, come on. He's not going to be around very long. I mean, people are... I don't know what your opinion is of him, but every time he steps in the ring, who knows what's going to happen with that guy. I don't find anything.
Look. We'll talk about Ryan a little bit later on in the show. But HLD, look, everyone knows that you wear the pom-poms for Teofimo Lopez. So I don't trust anything you say about him because you're not an unbiased source. And once again, that's no knock on you. We all need more fans like you. You make the sport better because you actually have a dog in the hunt and you're a very passionate fight fan. But in terms of taking your word for anything regarding Teofimo, I will do that. And there it is. But that doesn't
Merry
mean
Christmas.
You're my
Merry
brother.
Christmas, HLD, man.
HLD's hilarious, man. I love his.
Yeah. He's good.
And dude, hey, click the link if you're not doing anything, HLD. If you can, even just for a couple minutes and say hi. Wish everyone well. And you can speak your piece. I'll roll out the red carpet for you, man. I always do, brother. But look, let's go over the co-main event, guys. Keyshawn Davis versus Jermaine Ortiz. This is a very misleading matchup. A lot of people are like, okay, Jermaine Ortiz, he's a real stinker. He likes to box from mid to long range. He doesn't like to engage. He just tries to pick and poke his way to a victory. But what people don't realize is that Keyshawn Davis, he's not just a counterpuncher by trade. He can force the action and be the effective aggressor. He's an all-round badass. And so Keyshawn Davis, a lot like the Vasily Lomachenko fight, is going to knock out Jermaine Ortiz, dominate him from start to finish, and look impressive against a guy who most people don't look impressive against. And so that's why they were really interested in making this matchup top rank. That's why. It's going to be a coming out party for Keyshawn Davis at 140. Take it to the bank, guys. I already know this. if you're going to bet on this fight, and I know the line probably isn't out yet, but if you're going to bet on this fight, bet on late round stoppage by Keyshawn Davis. Anywhere between 9 and 12 rounds.
Makes sense.
And so Keyshawn Davis in Top Rank will be able to tout, hey, you see our guy? He's elite. He dominated and knocked out a guy who's impossible to look good against. Pointing to Teofimo's performance, right? That's why they're doing this. So that's one. A matchup that I think could be very interesting is the one right under it for the WBC featherweight title. That's Bruce Carrington versus the very awkward Carlos Castro at 126. Guys, it's my pleasure to introduce at this time our brother Ugo. Merry Christmas, Ugo. How you doing, brother?
Merry Christmas, bro.
Merry Christmas to you guys, too. How's it going?
It's been a minute since you've been on.
Yeah, it's got, had a lot of things to take care of and nephews, and I kind of got tired of the boxing talk for a bit. It's a lot of BS, so I had to step away from the charades, but came to chime in, what's happening now. At least the sport is moving forward.
Wait a minute. You mean you're not still doing your victory lap after the Canelo debacle?
Oh, no, yeah. Yeah. But after a couple of months, if you get tired of beating on them, it's just like, okay, what's next, I was never a bully anyways, but...
What do you think of Peter Von Arx doing his Obi-Wan Kenobi impression right now?
It's pretty good. Really good.
Yeah. May the force be with you, Peter.
Oh, yeah. I got my sword in the pantry. Yeah.
No. Look. You can never mistake a lightsaber for a bong. Stop that. Woo!
You mean beer?
Oh, you got a Heineken. Oh, okay. Well, I can't partake in that, man. I quit drinking a long time ago.
Yeah, I kept doing it.
Hey, man, more power to you, brother. Whatever works.
Well,
but I will say this though. Going back to the Bruce Carrington, Shushu versus Carlos Castro, double C. That's a really interesting matchup, guys.
That's a good fight.
And the reason why, Shushu Carrington is a textbook technician. And a lot like Alexis Arguello versus Aaron Pryor. He might have issues with a guy who's very unorthodox. I don't mean standing in a southpaw stance. I mean just a guy who's going to throw weird shots from weird angles. Carlos Castro is a lot like a featherweight version of Marcos Maidana with not as much heavy hands, but not as heavy-handed, but he's still very awkward and he can hurt you.
He comes forward. He's always coming forward.
And this is going to be a very interesting fight. In my opinion, this is one to circle. And Bruce has never fought anyone remotely close to this. We'll see what happens, guys. In my opinion, though, the sleeper matchup on this card is WBC middleweight titleist Carlos Adames going to be taking on Austin Williams.
No.
I like this fight.
I don't know.
Let his hands go. He put forth, look, if he still has anything left after that beatdown from Hamzat Shiraz,
yeah,
then it should be a good fight. But we'll see if he has anything left in the tank. He took a beating at the hands of Hamzat. But Ammo always brings it. He's a very talented guy.
He's athletic.
This matchup. Carlos Adames, he needs to be pushed to let his hands go. And unlike Hamzat Shiraz, Ammo Williams is not killing himself to make 160. Because everyone's hanging his hat on, Carlos Adames, he really beat Hamzat Shiraz. Hamzat Shiraz, he's overrated. Man, he was killing himself to make weight and he broke his hand. We all see what he can do at 168.
Yeah.
But honestly, I love this matchup. I love these matchups. Bruce Carrington, Carlos Castro, Carlos Adames, Austin Williams. That's going to steal the show. Now, let's go
Yeah,
down to the heavyweight matchup. Jarrell, big fat ass, juice head baby Miller. Gonna be fighting Kingsley Ibe. Talk about two sloths, man, who are just gonna be fighting, and they're gonna be fatigued by round number 4. Is
yeah,
anyone even
worst possible
remotely
matchup.
interested in this?
Other than maybe I know a lot of people hate Miller, so they might enjoy it. But no, it's a
Can't.
terrible
It's a
card, low output,
terrible fight. Terrible fight.
garbage movement. Yeah,
Two guys who can't sell shit, man. This is a
and the
terrible.
kids. Yeah, and Miller's already mentally checked out, so it's for me. He's already an afterthought. I can't. His past comments, even after he took Roy Jones as his trainer, that tells me all. If he's not willing to buck up or anything, I mean, he's not gonna. You can't expect much from the guy. So
No, you
it
can
is
say
what it
it. He's
is.
a
But
pendejo.
yeah, absolutely. I mean,
He's
he
a
probably knows
pendejo.
it. Yeah, he's a little baby. So
Is
He's
that
a,
is that
I
Miller
never
from
understood his deal.
Toledo? Big Baby Miller from
no.
there's so many
You're thinking
there's
about
so many
Jared Big Baby Anderson.
yeah, there's so many big babies out there. I don't know what to think anymore.
Well, Big Baby is the big fat ass who have tested positive for roids. I don't know how many times, at least 5 or 6. And how he gets opportunities on these cards is beyond me. He's not a
Yeah.
ticket
I think
seller. He's a loafer. He's a fat, lazy piece of well, forgive me, Lord.
Yeah, but when they call him, he shows up. I mean,
You
it's not
sure?
like he does. Yeah, well,
You sure?
he's going to this. Yeah, he's going to this
Ah,
time.
he's another one of those guys. It's like a Forrest Gump box of chocolates. You don't know which version is going to show up. Motivated guy or the fat ass who's there to collect a check.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
And look, and you don't even know if he's going to make it to the ring because he might test positive again.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, jerk off. I'm going to delete your comment and put you in timeout. Kiss my ass and Merry Christmas. Be nice in the comments, guys, or I'm going to ban you. That's it. I'm not putting up with any negativity. Sorry, guys, especially when it has to do with my son's band. He has more talent in his pinky, so does Peter, than your entire lineage. And that's all I'm going to say. Hey, Peter, so how's the music going? Have you written any new songs lately?
Actually, I was into writing a song, and I've only got a couple of. I think I have one verse. So that's about it. That's all that hit me lately because the holidays, man. People have been coming by in and out all the time, and I haven't
Yeah.
really because you know what I'm saying. I mean, you need some kind of solitude. You have to have silence in order to write your
Oh,
tunes, man.
you're absolutely right. Because, well, look, Peter, I will say this: you do need solitude for creation. You do,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it's dependent on that inspired effort. If you're not feeling it, you're just going to be going through the motions.
And
So
you can't
I'm
feel
right
it
there
if
with
you
you,
don't
bro.
have silence. You can't
I'm
feel it
right.
if you don't have silence. If there's somebody always knocking at the door, somebody's calling you on the phone. Of course, holidays. It's just like bah, 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 all the time. So,
I wanted to see
and
what you
then
thought about this band that I like. Saw them live with my son a couple of years ago. In Austin, Texas. And I really like them. And no one's ever heard of them. So I want to get your thoughts on it. I know you're not really a progressive guy, are you?
I like all kinds of music,
Okay,
everything.
well, I'm going to play it then. And you
Okay.
tell me what you think. And I'm going to get flagged or I'm going to get a copyright strike, but I don't care because I want to hear some music. Merry Christmas, everybody. And so here it is. All right, let me put this on. Okay. It's a band called Dopapod. And what do you call it when you can pronounce a word and it's spelt exactly the same way and pronounced exactly the same way from backward to... Is it a palindrome?
Yeah,
Think so.
something like that.
Now,
Yeah.
what you think?
I think that might be a thing. I think that that's a thing. Neurons blinking, eyes are blinking, mind and printing, thoughts keep thinking, theoretically, gravitation, explanation, variable acceleration, hypothetically. You'll never fly till you learn to fall into black holes. Expanding awareness universally. Entering the field of relativity. Inevitable fate horizontally. Incomprehensible singularity. You'll never find till you learn to fall into black holes.
Peter, let me know what you think of this drummer. He's amazing.
Sometimes you have to look outside to understand the thoughts within. Sometimes the things we say and do are souvenirs of where we've been. And if you're lost, you can find solace in the memories of your mind. Look for the simple solution in the present telephone.
Oh, and that was Black Holes by Dopapod.
It was pretty good.
That drummer is
I like the
phenomenal.
harmonies.
Oh yeah, their
Yeah, I
harmonies are
like the
tight. They
yeah.
blend
Yeah.
R&B with progressive. They're very unusual, and I love these guys. They're really, really good, and they replicate all of this live. But guys, look, we're here to talk about boxing. That was just a literal intermission, so I could actually go take a beta test. Woo! So, guys, let's compare this card to the Ryan Garcia Mario Varrios card, brought to you by PBC and Golden Boy. Hugo, have you heard who's going to be on the Ryan Garcia Mario Varrios card? And first of all, what are your thoughts about that main event? I already know what Peter thinks. He thinks Mario Varrios is going to whoop that ass and win an easy
Oh, yeah.
decision, possibly stop him late.
Yeah. Well, I'm not a Garcia fan. Never have been. Right. His
Yeah.
fan base is pretty weird looking, weird to talk to, weird to be around. So there's that. But I think he can put it together. I think Barrios, he just hasn't shown me enough. At one point in time I thought he was a good prospect, or he could have been something more than what he is now. But he just hasn't been able to put it together. I think he's too stationary, too passive. So that by itself, I think Ryan can crack him. But obviously he's a nutcase too. But I ultimately think that given what the sort of Barrios we usually get, for the most part, the kid just has what annoys me about him and a lot of the fighters currently. He just doesn't. They have the tool set, they have the physicality, the physical characteristics, but they refuse to use those when they're fighting. So that alone, I think Ryan finishes later, a lot later. He might gas around the eighth. I think Barrios he might just been given the accumulation of damage, and I think in the 10th round Ryan will finish him because he'll probably try to set the pot. He'll probably like try to close the distance and force him to fight. But I think Barrios is going to be good enough to. I think what Ryan lacks is when he's offensively engaging, he just lacks those. He doesn't close those holes properly. I think a lot of the times these guys just get away, and they're not even. They're not in terms of the footwork. A lot of the fast fighters that he's obviously fought different styles. They're not as talented as you would think they'd be. So I think Barrios is going to sneak away and then reset and try to jab. But after the fourth or fifth round, his jab is non-existent, or given if he takes damage or if he's just tired. So, Barrios is low-hanging fruit. I wanted to believe on the kid, but yeah, he is what he is. So a lot of people see him as food. So that's what I think about the main event. And don't get me wrong, I don't like Garcia either. I think he's going to be in and out of the sport. He might be active. I don't see him being here for long, but he'll probably be here for 3 years. But he'll be in and out. He's all over the place, man. He's
So what you're saying is he's a more naturally athletically gifted version of Jake Paul.
no,
That's about
he's
it,
got
too.
skills. He's got skills. I think he's a lot more skillful than Fake Paul. Fake Paul is complete dog crap water. Like the guy is. Don't get me started on that guy, man. He's terrible. He's a spot above Canelo Alvarez. Just to put it through that way,
Stop it! Stop
he's
it!
up there. He's up there.
You know what, dude? I was listening until you said that, because now you're speaking just straight out of emotion.
I'm definitely not. Joseph, my younger brother, my 14, 15-year-old brother would smoke both the Pauls in the same night, man. Come on, get out of here, man. The guy's atrocious.
So you're
terrible.
calling him Paul. So now you're calling him Paul Malls. Chingao.
Paulie Marley
Barrios has a better grasp of the fundamentals. You can say what you want to, but Ryan Garcia, man, he should stick to selling underpants, because that's all about he's going to be able to do. Barrios going to piece him up. Barrios is in better shape. Barrios, I bet you.
Okay, well, let me ask you this. Hold on, Peter. Let me ask you this, because once again, I'm agreeing with both of you guys. Hugo brings up a great point. This guy has 300 amateur fights. Ryan Garcia isn't completely depleted of skill, if you have over 300 amateur fights. He's got
True.
a deep amateur background. The problem is, guys, and this is what ultimately cost Roberto Diaz his job at Golden Boy Promotions. A lot like, Top Rank, very seldom do they drop the ball on a prospect, but they dropped it in a big way when they were cultivating and nurturing Edgar Berlanga as a fighter, because they were so interested in increasing his market value based on that first round knockout streak that they completely forgot to give him the right seasoning over the 4, 6, and 8 round level. So by the time he got to the 10th round level, he hadn't learned anything. He was a decent ticket seller after that, but that's it. He didn't learn anything. That's what the 4, 6, and 8 round levels are for. And unfortunately, Ryan Garcia's in the same boat. They were noticing that he was picking up a lot of steam and he was increasing his fan base, getting very popular. And Roberto Diaz was just interested in sticking the Bum of the Month Club in the ring with him rather than giving him the right seasoning to become a better fighter. A fighter doesn't learn anything if you're sticking him in with overmatched guys. So throughout the 4, 6, and 8 round level, Ryan didn't learn shit. And now that he's gotten a taste of real money, he's not going to go backwards. His learning curve is done. He's basically the Edgar Berlanga of 47 with a little bit more athletically gifted talent. But a lot like Berlanga, he's a limited fighter with a lot of holes. So what can you do with him? You roll the bones and you stick him in the ring with low-hanging fruit. That's why you're seeing this matchup, guys. And I, for one, am really curious to see how it plays out because say what you want, Mario Vargas, he's a good fighter, but he will never be mistaken for the elite of any division. No, stop it.
Neither will Ryan Garcia.
Says, can we blame Lupe, the attorney, for Ryan who manages him for Ryan's? No. That's all Eric Gomez. No, I mean, not Eric Gomez. That's all. Eric Gomez is the CEO of Golden Boy. I'm sorry. That's all Roberto Diaz. That's why he was let go, because Oscar De La Hoya and Eric Gomez said, hey, we're entrusting you with our blue chip prospect, a guy who has a built-in fan base and who has the potential for being a torchbearer in terms of market value and level of attraction. He's our next superstar. And Roberto Diaz dropped the ball. That's why he got let go, guys. But look,
Ryan Garcia is never going to be the elite of any division. He's going to get up there.
Dude,
he has the fan base, but that's about it.
I just explained why.
Yeah.
They really dropped the ball in cultivating and nurturing his talent. Because look, say what you want about him, like him or not, he has the natural athletic gifts to go far in this business. He's got the looks to be a marquee superstar.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And he's got the athletic gifts to do something in this business, but they did a piss poor job, not just a bad job, a piss poor job in cultivating his gifts. Fighting no-hopers just to keep that knockout streak going, just like Edgar Berlanga. And now what are you going to do with him? Okay, so I'll say this. If he gets past Mario Vargas and wins the WBC title, then who's his mandatory challenger? Conor Benn. A style matchup that is tailor-made for Ryan Garcia's counterpunching craft. Because he's one-dimensional. He is only looks elite when he's facing an aggressive-minded fighter who's going to come straight at him and square up. He's going to catch him every time they try to come in with that check left hook. But that's all he has. In my opinion, Mario Vargas is going to beat him on points.
Yep.
And the reason why is because he's now training not only under the tutelage of Bob Santos, but under Master Joe Goosen, who's going to
Oh,
teach, and they're going to work on taking away that one weapon that Ryan has. That's
I
it.
thought he got away. I thought he got away from Goosen.
Ryan Garcia got away from Goosen. Mario Barrios is going to be training with Joe Goosen.
Oh God,
Dude, why are you reacting that way, Obi-Wan? Our only hope.
because I just have to say it. In my opinion, Joe Goosen's full of shit.
And this is based on what? Your vast knowledge of boxing?
Well, I've seen what comes out of his gym. You know, he's got
shit,
lucky.
really?
He got lucky. He got lucky. Let's put it that way, because that guy
Got lucky how?
I wouldn't listen to a word that came out of his yap. Yeah, that guy couldn't sell me a peanut butter sandwich.
Brother.
It's just something about him.
Oh, okay. No, I'll tell you why you don't like him, because you don't like him because he's gay.
Oh, I didn't even know that. I mean,
Yeah,
I didn't know.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
You rainbow hating MF.
I didn't even know he was a homo.
Don't lie.
Maybe that's
you did.
maybe
Dude,
that's what pulled my irk string, you know,
the first
subconsciously.
indication-
Yeah.
Look, I'm not supposed to talk about this, but I'm going to, because it's Christmas and I don't lie. The first indication should have been how he dressed.
Yeah. Well, you only see his head on television. I don't watch. You know, I've never seen the guy other than, you know, his head in a suit. But there was something about that guy.
Well, that's what
I
it
don't know
is,
what-
and it has nothing to do with boxing, Peter. And I'm calling you out. Oh, dude. Cut me a slice of pie for that one, brother.
Oh, well, okay.
You're like, I knew it. I knew there was something about him I didn't like.
I know, man. I know. It's like, oh God, you know, just the way, you know, he talked, it just pulled my irk string. It was like, God, get that guy off of there.
In the words of Emmanuel Stewart, you know, he's just a little light in the loafers for my taste.
Yeah.
Woo! Eric Gomez says, is he gay? Brother, if you're asking the question, you already know the answer. Hugo, your thoughts, brother, on everything that we've discussed up to this point.
Very funny, Joseph. Very, very interesting.
Bro, I would have never asked that question. There was just something about him. There was just something about him that didn't sit right.
Well, dude, I just connected the dots for you, you homophobe MF. Woo! Oh, look, I can't blame you for feeling that way, Peter. I can't blame you for feeling that way. Because back in the roaring 20s, when you were a teenager, yeah, that was frowned upon. Back when the Model T was all the craze.
Well, hey, I mean, let's face it. Let's face it, man. You know, if he's a dink toucher, what's he doing? You know, what's he doing in boxing? Go away.
Well,
Go away.
look, maybe you should send him. Holy shit. Joe Goosen is the Little Richard of boxing. Oh, you know what? That is a great analogy, actually, because both guys are maestros in what they do. Look, brother, say what you want about his flair and his panache or his alternative lifestyle. But Peter, he's forgotten more about the sport than you will ever know.
Yeah.
I know this to be true, brother.
And it ain't coming back. Let's put it that way.
Oh, stop it. Oh, my gosh, dude. You're nuts.
I'm not the one that brought it up about him being a homo.
He's a Hall of Famer for a reason, dude.
Yeah. Everybody's a Hall of Famer. You know, we're all Hall
No,
of
not
Famers.
everyone
You
is a
know,
Hall of Famer.
I mean, what's a
I'm a Hall of-
doggone Hall of Famer? It's a history book that you and I aren't going to read.
Oh, stop
Yeah.
it, dude. You know
I
what?
mean,
Not everyone is a Hall of Famer. Have you seen the ballot every year? It's
it
hard to
doesn't
get in there.
matter. They got Hall of Famer coaches, Hall of Famer boxes. I got a book on Hall of Famers in there. You know, there's guys I never heard of. I mean, what's a Hall of Fame? Seriously, what is a Hall of Fame?
Okay. It's a book that you've never heard of, and that says it all now, doesn't it?
I have the book right in there. I got a book on the 110 greatest fighters ever lived.
Okay.
And
Once again,
nobody ever heard of them. And nobody
Eric
ever heard of
Gomez-
them.
Eric Gomez
You know?
says 2 words, Ruelas brothers. That says it all. That says it all.
Say what you want to. I have contentions about Hall of Famers.
Oh, Chingao, dude.
It's only the guys that I remember. You know, it's only the people that I remember.
Dude? Go put a shirt
I'm a
on
big
instead of a
Marvin.
robe, man, and
I don't
maybe
care. I
I'll
don't care about the Hall of Fame, but I do like Marvin Hagler. Marvin Hagler is always going to be top of my list on middleweights. Roberto
But
Duran, he'll always be one of the greatest. Bud
Oh my
Crawford,
gosh,
always
dude.
going to be one of the greatest. You
You're
know?
talking about 2 of the greatest of all time. We're talking about trainers.
Oh yeah. Well, train.
Oh my
I like
gosh.
Ronnie Shields. I like
Dude.
Ronnie Shields. Ronnie Shields is a good trainer.
I tell you
You know?
what. I tell you what. When he comes back on the show in the new year, I'm going to ask him, "Hey, Ronnie, what do you think about Joe Goosen as a trainer?" He'll tell you.
He
is one
ain't
of the
going to say
smartest men in
anything bad
boxing
about him.
period. And why not?
You know, well, because he's in the same business.
No,
It's just like other musicians don't talk about other musicians.
Stop it, Peter. No
You know,
bullshit.
no, you stop it. You stop it for a minute. You know another guy that plays, and what are you gonna do? Sit there and badmouth him when you play? Come on.
Look.
It doesn't make any sense.
You've heard that joke. How many guitarists does it take to screw in a light bulb?
I don't know.
11.
I don't think I heard that.
11. 1 to actually screw it in, and 10 to say they can do it better.
Oh yeah. Well,
so I don't know what you're talking about, dude.
They say they can do it better, but they're not ripping on the guy's ability.
Yeah, they are.
You know?
That's why they say they can do it better.
Well, I bet you Ronnie Shields thinks he's a better coach than Joe Goosen. Mm-hmm.
He will never say that. Not in private.
Of
not in public.
He won't. Yeah, not in public.
No, he won't even in private because he knows Joe Goosen is one of the best trainers of the last 50 years.
Oh, God.
Just ask James Gogi. Emmanuel Stewart didn't have one bad thing to say about Goosen either. You can go down to Abel Sanchez, Barry Hunter, Bob Santos. Bob Santos, former trainer of the year, 2022, learned everything he knows about boxing from Joe Goosen.
Okay. You win, I lose.
Okay. I don't care. I'm just trying to educate, brother. This is not a competition. Chingao.
Well, the way I look at it is I don't like the guy. I don't know why I don't like him. There's just something about that dude. There's something about his yap. There's something about the way he talks. I just don't like him.
We already determined what you don't like.
I don't hate him. I don't hate him. I'd let him, if he came in the house, I'd give him a beer. I'd sit there and talk, but, yeah.
Yeah, says the guy in the bathrobe. Okay.
Well, it's cold, and I just took a shower,
Well, thanks for dressing up for the occasion.
Well, what do you want? I look, I'm Obi-Wan. What do you want?
Oh, may the force be with you, Peter. It's a damn shame I quit drinking.
Well, you should start again. You only live once.
Oh, Chingao, dude. I love you, Peter, no matter what anyone says.
Hey, I love you back. I love you back. So there you go.
Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it, brother. But yeah, Joe Goosen remains one of the smartest men in the boxing business.
No, God.
And that's not up for debate, brother.
My only issue with him is, aside from his proclivities to live a double life, aside from that, what, that's the nicest way I could put it. Like how is he gonna set up a game plan with Barrios? That's my only difference. With Barrios, is Barrios going to be able to absorb the game plan? And it's like the whole scenario of you could bring a horse to water or drink water, but you can't force him to drink. I wonder how much he can implement. That's like the key thing for me, outside of his whole dealings. Because he's not a terrible trainer. He's not a fraud. I wouldn't call him a fraud, but
Well, look. This is why Bob Santos brought Joe Goosen in. Because Joe Goosen, if you've been around the business a considerable amount of time, he is most renowned for adding new wrinkles to an already established veteran fighter.
Well, I
And
imagine.
throughout his entire career, just look at Diego Corrales, look at Joel Casamayor. Those guys are proof positive, right?
Yeah.
This is a guy who turned them from obscurity into world champions by adding new wrinkles to their already established rep.
Yeah.
And he's
But
going to do the same to Mario Vargas. I don't know if he's going to accomplish it in one camp,
that's the
but
problem. Not enough time.
he's going to come up with a game plan that's going to put Ryan Garcia in checkmate, and I guarantee you he's going to take away that check left hook from the opening round on, and you're going to see it.
Well,
Yeah.
he was training Ryan Garcia at one time too, wasn't he?
That's right.
And
And
look
Ryan
what-
Garcia fired him because he didn't like what he was telling him.
No, yeah, well, I'm starting to like Ryan Garcia a little more.
Oh, Chingao.
Chingao.
Oh, man. Look at you, the homophobe. Holy
Maybe
cow.
Ryan. I didn't even know. Hey, I didn't even know he was.
Yeah,
I
you
didn't.
did.
I didn't. Honest to God, I didn't. I didn't know he touched stinks. I didn't know it.
Oh,
You
my
know?
gosh. Dude, don't even repeat that ever on this channel. That's terrible. And,
Well, you know.
and this is what Eric Gomez has to say about that. Oh,
Eric,
Chihuahua. Guys, let's change
very-
the subject. We're supposed to be analyzing cards, not analyzing someone's sexual preference. Chingao.
I didn't bring it up. You did.
Yeah, you did. Oh, there's something about him I just don't like. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but that I never. Yeah, and then you came out, and spilled the beans, and I said, well, that's probably it.
So
Yeah.
that's a lesson for all of you boys and girls. I'm actually in this business and I know stuff.
I know you do.
There it is. So guys, let's look at the co-main event. And Hugo, I'm gonna put the golf ball on the tee, and I want you to swing away when you hear who's in the co-main event. After getting his ass whooped and embarrassed by Hamzat Shiraz, not silly, in the next week in 4 rounds, Edgar Hamburger Langa is getting another shot at a major world title, taking on Armando Resendez in the co-main event. What say you? What's your opinion on that?
Yeah. I got Resendez is gonna school him. I think even though I caught on to him a lot later, he has great fundamentals. I think that alone is gonna give Malenga trouble. But Malenga's been able to get so far, with his punches. So with his knockout power, his ability to, sometimes he finds the shots, but I don't know. Sometimes he just gets confused, or I don't know what's going on there. But
Well,
yeah,
look, let me just tell you this, guys. Hamburger Langa is going to become a world champion because Armando Resendez, like him or not, he's a tough kid. And he comes right at you. His style is tailor-made for a big puncher like Edgar Berlanga. He's going to come right at you, get in his chest, and Berlanga's going to tee off on him. And it's going to boil down to who's got the more crack in their shot. And in this matchup, Berlanga does. Don't be shocked when Berlanga ends this fight in the 7th or 8th round and becomes a world champion.
if he can put him out, well, has Resendez been chin checked? Has he been knocked out or stopped? I don't think so, right?
No, he hasn't. He hasn't, but
Yeah,
he's never faced a puncher like Edgar Berlanga in his career.
yeah. I might be a bit biased. I might be pushing for the Mexican durability, but I think he can pull it off. But we'll see.
Let's
We'll
let's
see.
hope so. Let's hope so, because Edgar Berlanga's a big effing clown.
Yeah. And he hasn't gotten any
Peter,
better.
what say you?
I always thought Berlanga would have got a little bit better, but he never did. And I'm thinking this Resendez guy, he's going to bring some pressure. The only thing that's going to save Berlanga is a lucky shot. I don't see it happening. Probably going to get beat, but he may. The thing about Berlanga is he's got that audience out there in New York, and they might
Yeah.
want
Don't be a conspiracy theorist, Peter. Come on.
But Peter,
Well, I mean, I've seen Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe on the judges how many times? So,
Oh shit. Look, guys, look. This is a clown who doesn't deserve this opportunity, but he's got it. And Armando Resendez, he handpicked Edgar Berlanga and got the approval because Berlanga can sell some tickets.
yeah.
And he's very beatable. But it's gonna backfire. And Edgar Berlanga is gonna knock him out in the mid to late rounds. Watch and see. I hope I'm wrong, but I rarely am.
Well, since we first been watching Berlanga, do you think he's gotten any better? Since he was knocking out all those guys and then he started,
No. And I told you why. I just told you why. Because this was one of the few that fell under the radar and got by Brad Goodman, the best matchmaker in boxing. He was so enamored with the streak and building his market value that he forgot to take advantage of the 4, 6, and 8 round level. That's when you need your seasoning. That's when you get better. That's what those fights are for, to build and nurture your ability. And he forgot about that because he started, this guy can sell tickets. I'm going to keep his knockout streak alive. Excuse me. Let's go to the next matchup, guys, on the Ryan Garcia undercard. In my opinion, this is the best fight so far. Gary Antoine Russell is going to defend his title against #1 mandatory challenger Andy Hiroka.
Antoine.
Yep, Gary Antoine Russell. He's going to be taking on #1 contender Andy Hiroka. And the reason why, Andy from Japan earned this shot by knocking out old man Dalzim Ismael Barroso. Yoga Flame. Yeah. Knocked him out. This is a guy who's got heavy firepower. He's 24-0 with 19 knockouts.
Yeah.
And yes, I'm favoring Gary Antoine Russell, but he better be taking this seriously because he can hurt and has hurt everybody he's been in the ring with. This is the kid who has heavy hands and he can punch.
Joe, did you happen to catch that? Well, there was a video on where Gary Russell and Antoine were sparring with Shakur. And it was a pretty good little sparring match. Shakur was actually holding up. I couldn't believe it. And Shakur was sparring Antoine.
Look. I just told you, Shakur can hang with anyone. He's elite.
Yeah, Shakur's really good.
Even with 16-ounce gloves, he's elite.
Mm-hmm.
His understanding of range and distance is elite. It's right up there with Terrence Crawford, Andre Ward, and Floyd Mayweather Jr.
Yeah, if they get out in that Russell camp, they're going to have to fight because you know how those Russell brothers are. They're tough.
Well, they are tough, but the only ones who can really fight are Gary Russell and Gary Antoine Russell.
Yeah.
The others, not so much.
Yeah, Antoine's going to win that one.
Look, we'll see. But in my opinion, this is the most interesting matchup on the card.
Yeah.
Because the Japanese fighter he can fight, and he's got some crack in his shot. in the immortal words of Emmanuel Stewart. And then we've got Lester Martinez opening up the pay-per-view portion of the card. Lester Martinez is he's slated right now to face the dreaded TBA. In my opinion, I think he should fight Sirachi, the guy, or Surace, the guy who knocked out Jaime Munguia. In my opinion, he should take him on. That's a credible name now and a guy he can really have his way with because he really can't punch. He has 5 knockouts on his resume, and most of them were at the middleweight division. There it is. So that's it. So which card is better, guys? Which card are you most looking forward to? Teofimo versus Shakur or Ryan versus Mario? Which card are you most intrigued by?
It's a toss-up for me.
Ugo, what say you, brother?
I like the Teo card better, but they're all kind of, I mean, they kind of even, in my opinion. I don't know. There's some good, some bad.
I'll be honest, man. I'll be honest. I am a lot more intrigued. I already know how the Shakur Teofimo fight's going to play out. I have no idea how the Ryan Garcia Mario Barrios fight's going to play out. That's a wild card.
I already told you.
Yeah, but you know what? Your predictions are like dog shit.
Yeah, except I was right the last couple of times and you were wrong.
When? Tell me. You can't. Tell me.
Okay, let me get into the old steel trap here.
Oh, Chingao, dude. Going back to the freaking Depression era. Yeah, okay.
Hey, I know I was right and I rubbed it in too. And then he said, don't rub it in.
Look, I don't care. But which one was I wrong about?
No.
Sometimes.
I'm trying to think. And it was a pretty big fight, and I told you he's going to lose.
Fight. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's see.
I think it was the UK. I think it was the UK fight too.
No. Let's see. Benavidez versus Yard. I told you Benavidez was going to stop him. That happened. Bam versus Martinez. I told you Bam was going to make this guy look silly. He did.
Yeah.
Haney versus Norman Jr. I told you there's a reason why Haney chose him. He's K9 Bundridge at 47. He's green. He's got a lot of hold. Got a lot of holds. I told you that was going to happen.
Before that.
It was before that card. So how far do you want to go back, Peter?
Well, I'm trying to remember. You know, it takes me. I'm 70. I'm 70. I'm 73. Give me a break. I'll remember. It'll come to me probably when we click off.
I remember for you, and I'll say this: even the sun shines on a dog's ass every now and again. I said Dubois was gonna stop Usyk, and you said no, Usyk's gonna win. That was the last time you were right and I was wrong.
Yeah.
So hey, enjoy your moment, brother.
Well, I never made a call on any of the fights you're talking about, but I'm going to say this: Barrios is going to beat Ryan Garcia.
No, I'm saying the same thing. Barrios is going to beat Ryan Garcia, and I'll tell you why. Because he's with Master Joe Goosen in his corner, and you disagree.
He's not. Goosen's going to be in his corner.
Yep, he's going to be his head trainer, dude. What? Why do you think he came up? Do you think we started talking about Joe Goosen because I think he's a snazzy dresser?
No, you're the one that mentioned that he's I don't even want to say it.
He's a pole smoker?
Joe. Pole smoker.
He's a catcher, not a pitcher?
Man, that's funny.
He plays softball.
His favorite line in a pickup bar is, "Can I push your stool in?"
Oh, Chingao, stop it. That's terrible.
Oh, well,
That's
you're
funny,
just
but
as
that's
bad.
terrible.
You're just as bad.
I know. I am. I admit it. That's pretty funny, dude.
We're
Oh,
terrible, man.
shit.
We're terrible. We are just
Yeah, we might be going to Hades, brother. You and I both.
yeah, you never know. As long as
Darn
they
it!
you
Darn it! And I just spilt my drink. Shoot!
know
I was enjoying.
whatever you do, don't do that.
Oh, Chingao. There you are.
I
Sorry
love
about that,
Christmas.
guys. I spilled my drink and it threw my internet off. Ah,
I
darn
love
it.
Christmas. I love all the holidays, man. I
Yeah,
love boxing.
and most importantly, you love women.
You know what? Yesterday, when I went over to my brother's house before we went up to Christmas Eve, we
Yep.
watched Max Baer and Joe Louis fight it out.
Oh, wow.
It was
Yeah,
a good fight, man. It was just a good fight.
both guys could crack.
Oh yeah,
But,
yeah.
but Max Baer couldn't deal with that technical prowess or that hand speed.
I know. But
Max
it's
Baer
just
was
fun.
all power, all heart, but he was a clown in the ring.
Yeah. Yeah, he was powerful too. And
Yep.
he when he got on the inside, he shoe shined, man. He went for it. And he's a big guy. He's hitting hard, but
Yeah, well, look at his son,
Jolie.
Jethro Bodine.
I know.
Well, I tell you what, guys. So those are the two big cards to start the year in the American market. And I'll say this, we still haven't received any word on the first card for TKO League slated to premiere in February on Paramount Plus. Nothing. Nada. Zilch. Haven't received a damn thing.
Wow. Well, I'm
And,
sure they'll be saying something after the first of the year.
well, we'll see.
Everybody's on vacation right now. The
Oh,
Monday
look.
when Monday comes around, we'll see it.
Okay, let's take a look at this, right? Eddie Hearn just stated, he said, Dmitry Bivol won't return in a Beterbiev trilogy.
Oh, extraordinary.
He's going to have a tune-up first and wait
Ew.
till Beterbiev is at the ripe old age of 42. Half the age of Peter von Arx.
And then maybe we'll call in the military and have the laboratory access all the pertinent information.
Yeah. Guys, look, I'll say this. Richardson Hitchens, once again, he says he's crying now because he says he was supposed to fight Jermaine Ortiz. That's Sports Media. Good to see you, my friend. Merry Christmas to you, brother. My Armenian brother. God bless you,
Merry
my friend.
Christmas.
And click the link if you have a chance. We'd like to hear your thoughts on these cards, if you're able. Man, I can't believe I spilt my Gatorade all over my pants.
What's the matter, you?
Yeah, no kidding. That's where I graduated.
I thought you were having a Christmas drink. Gatorade.
No, I wish. I stopped drinking a while ago. Yeah, Gatorade. And no one like you, Peter. My eggnog isn't spiked.
I put rum in my eggnog.
That's what I said. My eggnog isn't spiked. Guys, what I want to talk about. Oh, geez. This is terrible, guys. Yadier Herrera is going to be fighting Ricardo Nunez for the vacant WBC interim World Lightweight Championship. With all the badasses at 35, why are we seeing this? Is this the best that the WBC could do? This
We
makes the
get what we
lightweight
get.
look like absolute dog feces.
We get what we get.
Well, look, speaking of get what we get, guys, in a couple of hours, in about 10 hours, I think, we're going to see Noi Inoue take on Picasso.
Yeah. That's going to be a fight.
Guys, a lot of people are talking about Inoue moving up to 26, and I hate to burst your bubble. That's not going to happen, guys. Inoue has reached his ceiling at 22. That's not fair, guys, to think that he's going to move up to 26. He's tiny. That's like asking Tank Davis to move up and fight Sebastian Fundora. Because a lot of people are saying, hey, if you're a real badass, why don't you take on Rafael Espinoza at 26? Ugo? How do you think that fight would look? Noi Inoue versus Rafael Espinoza at 26.
Nah.
Yeah, it'll look freakish, but yeah, that's the other name that potentially, if they fought, could be a. Yeah, it'll look crazy. That guy's too tall, too big. He's like a fucking giraffe in there. So.
Yeah, dude,
But he's talented.
No one wants to see that.
Yeah.
Why would anyone want to see that? That's like I said, that's like seeing Tank Davis fight Sebastian Fundora. No one wants to see that.
No one wanted to see Jake Paul fight him either. I mean, that was the stupidest. I couldn't believe it. He got that guy. That guy is so irritating.
Well, look, I will say this. If you listen to my betting advice, you would have won money like I did. I told you guys he wasn't going to get knocked out under 3 rounds. I said, guys, win some easy money. Bet the over. And all you had to do to know that is look at the size of the ring. He purposely chose a 22-foot ring. Yeah. That said it all. He's looking to survive the first half of the fight and try to gas Anthony Joshua, thinking that he was shot. And I'll be honest, I thought he was shot too. I still picked Anthony Joshua to win, but I thought it was going to go the distance. It almost did.
He's an Olympic champion. He's been a heavyweight champion how many times in the real boxing world? Yeah, and like you said, Jake Paul's a bar fighter. What's he doing?
But no. He's a little bit better than a bar fighter. But I will say this. Anthony Joshua is not an effective aggressor, never has been, and that's where I thought it was going to go the distance. I said, this is a guy who can't cut off the ring and close the distance to save his life. Uh-oh.
I knew he was going to get knocked out.
Hey, are you talking about Peter Von Arch's wardrobe today? Is that what you're saying?
Hey, I knew he was going to get knocked out, and so did you.
Of course. No. I actually thought it was going to go the distance. I was wrong.
Oh, I have to say something. Joe.
Yeah.
You don't happen to stack silver, do you?
Do I invest in silver and gold? Yes, I do.
Yeah, but not paper. I'm not talking about paper. I'm talking about in your hand silver.
No, that's what I'm talking about. I invest in silver and gold. I learned that from James Gogi. They're commodities that never depreciate.
Right. Well, hey, you ought to be taking a good look at the market right now. I mean, these guys are going nuts. It was 82 in China today. They're selling it at 79.5 here in the States, and it's going to go higher. It's going to go a lot higher because it's industrial. Yep. It's industrial, yeah. And then the government came along and labeled it a critical element. So now everything changed. You might not be able to buy it after Monday.
That's all right. I'm already doing well.
Well, you're stacked. If you have a safe with some silver in it, yeah, you're doing good. If you got it on paper, nah, not so good.
No. I've got it in my commodities. Once again, I learned this from James Gogi. James Gogi, the only thing he knows equally as much as boxing is trade.
Yeah, shout out to
And
James Gogi. I think he cut out. I think he'll come back.
he's looking for his silver. He's looking for his silver, man.
Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. I was still trying to clean off my desk here with all the Gatorade.
You and that Gatorade. You see, you should be drinking whiskey or something, a libation, maybe a frosty foamy libation, instead of that watery stuff that
that's what Joe Goosen said.
Joe Goosen never said that.
Yeah, he did.
You're making it up.
Yeah. Okay. Joe Goosen's never said frosty libation?
No, he probably in a million years, I don't think he can come up with that.
Guys, look. Anyway, I'm not going to talk more about that. I shouldn't have even said it once.
I know. I couldn't believe you did.
I know.
Merry Christmas to you.
Yeah. Merry Grinchmas to all of you.
Yeah.
Okay. So G Funky's like, okay, I'm typing all messed up. Must be the NyQuil. Good night, guys. Good night to you, my friend. Love you, brother. Merry Christmas. Daisy Sanchez.
G Funky, man.
Merry Christmas to you, sister. And we're asking everyone to let us know, which fight card are you more looking forward to? Teofimo versus Shakur or Ryan Garcia versus Mario Barrios? Which one are you most looking forward to?
I'm leaning towards just me. I'm leaning towards Teofimo and Shakur.
You would, ever since I dropped that nugget.
No,
he's lighting the lovers.
What nugget?
Yeah, that's what Joe Goosen said.
God, that is sick. You're gonna.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to Hades. Yeah.
Oh boy!
No, Romans 8:1. There's no condemnation for those who are in Christ Jesus.
Oh, but we have fun. We have fun though, don't we? Come on.
Yeah, we do. That's the whole purpose of this show, guys. But look, I'll say this. Richardson Hitchens, you should have hired me as your business manager, because I would have told you a long time ago, do not test the free agent market because you're a nobody. You couldn't sell out my living room on a Saturday night. And the free agency market is only friendly to those who can actually sell tickets. That's it. And so Richardson Hitchens, after the George Kambosos fight, his last appearance with Matchroom Sport, what does he have? What does he have now? Nothing.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing. And why?
Yeah.
Because he's a stinker of a fighter who can't sell tickets. Oh, Refugio says TKO main event will be the TBA versus who the fuck is this guy? Yeah. Honestly, I can't disagree with that. It's going to be Hammerneger 1 versus Hammerneger 2. No, in all reality, guys, don't be shocked if they feature Vito Mielnicki Jr. in the main event, because he just signed with I'm serious. That's the truth.
Or co-main event, or something like that. Yeah.
No, he's probably the biggest name that TKO has signed thus far.
Yeah, but knowing Dana, he does that. Whoever's the people, apparently the people that advise him, or they go into talks about who. I mean, they have a matchmaker in the UFC currently, but even that guy, he does some goofy shit. Even now, it's just terrible. Women co-main events, and then women main event cards.
Look, guys, I don't even want to talk about women fighting.
Yeah,
because to be honest with you, that Jake Paul card with all the women on it That was
Oh man.
atrocious. That was a terrible product, guys. And look how much he's done for women. No, the only reason why he signs women is because it's cheap labor.
And then the women tried to go 15 rounds, and it even got worse.
No, 12 3-minute rounds. That was terrible.
Yeah. 12 3-minute rounds. It was like, oh God.
Alicia
Give me a
Bumgarner
break.
looked like dog shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, guys, maybe I'm in the minority here, but I actually think Carlos Adames versus Ammo Williams is going to be a very, very good fight.
Yeah, it's going to be a
And
solid fight. Yeah.
And I think that's my sleeper fight of the night. If Ammo Williams still has something, and I think he's taken enough off after the Hamza Shiraz beating, that he's going to say, hey, you know what? This is my last chance saloon. Talking about the old West days. So Peter Von Arx can actually relate.
Hey, listen, man, it's the last kick of the cat right there for him.
Oh shoot!
And I had high hopes for that dude, man. I had high hopes for that dude. I was a big fan. But
okay, for the kids at home, can you explain what kick the can means?
No, kick the can. I didn't say kick the can. I said kick the cat.
Oh,
that's the end of it.
That's the end worse, man. That's even worse.
Yeah, it's even worse.
I thought you meant kick the can, the old game played in the 1800s.
Yeah, no.
Does MMA. Merry Christmas, brother. Mike does MMA. Chingao.
Merry Christmas, Mike. Merry Christmas, bro.
Merry Christmas to you, Mike. God bless you, brother. Merry Christ Mass. Yes.
What a great season. What a great season.
Yep. By far the most wonderful time of the year.
Jesus.
But look, I'll say this. I am a bit disappointed that Bevel's not jumping right into the Beterbiev rematch. Or rubber match, I should say. I am a little bit disappointed.
I think that. What do you think? They're holding up for money?
No. He wants a tune-up after his surgery.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yep.
Understandable. A tune-up.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Who are you gonna fight? And who's gonna pay for your tune-up? Because let's just be honest, Bevel isn't gonna step in the ring anymore unless he gets decent money. Who's gonna pay for a tune-up with Bevel no-selling tickets?
Yeah.
Like he couldn't sell at my living room on a Saturday night.
I wonder who the opponent's going to be too. Who are they going to end up getting?
It's not going to be anyone in the top 20.
Reasonable.
Yeah. It's not going to be anyone in the top 10. That's for sure.
A tune-up doesn't make any sense.
Well, look, for the amount of money that he's going to demand, I don't think you're going to find anyone that anyone's interested in.
He can get a tune-up in the gym.
See, that's what I think.
Yeah.
Right? So this is our last discussion, right? Before we call it a night. Moses Itauma. His next fight on January 24th in Manchester, England, is against fight veteran 32-year-old from Michigan, Jermaine Franklin, who took Anthony Joshua the distance and made him look really, really bad. Franklin
made his nose bleed.
Very crafty.
Made his nose bleed in the first round. Franklin hit him and made his beak bleed. First round, yeah.
Made him look like shit.
Yeah, he did.
So what does anyone expect him to do against Moses Itauma, who everyone says is the heir apparent to be the next biggest thing in heavyweight boxing? What do you think?
Well, that's just one of those kind of fights where they found somebody that'd fight him. I don't know. Well, you know what it is. You know how they match these things up. It's ridiculous.
Look, I'll be
Defies
honest, man.
logic.
I'll be honest, man. If Moses Itelma doesn't get this guy out within 5 rounds, I'll be very disappointed. in him.
Yeah.
Well, aren't they
Should
calling
be.
him the British Mike Tyson? Isn't that who
Yes,
he
they
is? The
are.
British Mike
Yes,
Tyson?
they are. Yes, they are.
Oh,
Look,
yeah,
guys,
he sure is.
am I the only one excited about this main event tomorrow? Inoue versus Picasso?
No,
I'm for
I'm
sure.
gonna.
I'm right there.
Dude,
That's going to
honestly,
be a good
Picasso's
one.
got some balls, man. I actually think this is going to be a really fun fight.
Yep.
Yeah, he's gonna come to scrap. As far as I understand, the camp he's been talking about representing Mexican boxing because there's like a whole thing that Inoue said.
Dude, I
I
love
don't
it,
like
and
his
I'm going to
comment
see it
about it.
live.
I don't like his comment about what he said, but I don't understand the thought process because the Japanese have been losing. He's the guy. I think, Inoue is the top talent for Japan. I believe he's the greatest Japanese boxer to ever live. But aside from
I
that,
agree.
he's saying that the Japanese has surpassed both the American and the Mexican boxing. I don't agree with that at all. I don't understand what about that
Yeah,
comment.
I don't think it surpassed
Dude,
Mexican boxing, but I
I'm
like the guy's
sorry.
name, man. Picasso. It's
Look,
it's cool.
I'll say this. Wait a minute. Who made those comments about Japanese boxing surpassing Mexican?
Inoue did when they asked him about what he
Well,
thought
you know what,
about.
dude? If you could actually be tall enough to ride the Rattler in San Antonio, I'd say maybe you're onto something. But when you come up to a super middleweight's navel, you can't talk shit like that.
No, well, they all been losing. That's the problem. They recently lost. Chispe Medina won a title, and there was another guy that won a title from them, long-standing Japanese champions. And that's what I don't understand. Well, all of them losing, but Inoue. But that's
Inoue really said that? Inoue really
yeah,
said that?
You know what?
Wow.
yeah. He said in the press conference.
Look. The only reason why he said that, he's trying to bait Bam Rodriguez to jump up from 115 all the way to 122. Because he knows that's a huge money fight. That's the only.
Oh, okay.
If he really meant that, then I'll say, hey, move up 4 pounds. Move up 4 pounds, Nagasaki, and take on Rafael Espinoza.
Nagasaki.
And I don't think I'm wrong in saying that. I don't think
Nagasaki.
I'm wrong in saying that.
Sometimes you crack me up, man.
Dude, come on, Hiroshima. Let's go. Dude, guys, and look, I just heard it today that Sebastian Fundora versus Keith Thurman is still without a rescheduled date.
Oh, God.
As we pop open another Heineken.
It's the holiday season, and of course, I'm celebrating.
Yeah. Yep. And so,
well, you got to remember, man. Like I'm really old, man. I could wake up dead tomorrow, so I'm going to have as much fun as I can.
So,
and then,
tell me, what time is Joe Goosen coming over?
Joe who?
Woo!
I'll tell you what, man, when I see him commentating, he's a commentator sometimes on some of these boxing streams, and it's like,
yep.
I just really don't want to listen to him. It's like, and I didn't know why until tonight. Because
you homophobe Obi-Wan.
I didn't know it, man. It must have hit me subconsciously. It was like, oh yeah, that's the reason you don't like this guy, because he's a twink. But
holy shnikes. Because he's a catcher, not a pitcher. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, that's good.
Ching-gao, dude.
Oh, you're terrible tonight, Joe. I gotta tell you, man, you're worse than
I
me.
know, dude. I know, when I quit drinking. Imagine when I was drinking. Okay, so here's a problem, guys. And I'm going to read something that someone just sent me earlier today, right? Floyd Schofield Sr. This is why Kid Austin, Floyd Schofield Jr., his son, is going to have a hard time getting fights.
Shit.
And it speaks volumes on this generation of clowns who call themselves prize fighters. Floyd Schofield Sr. says he and his son, Kid Austin, they want $10 million for a fight against any of the big names, including and not limited to Tank Davis, Keyshawn Davis, Shakur Stevenson, and anyone else. Where
$10 million?
In what universe can Floyd Schofield, who couldn't sell out my living room in San Antonio, Texas, where he's from, in what universe does this guy deserve $10 million?
That was his dad that said that, right? It wasn't Floyd that said that. That was his dad.
That's his business manager. Other than
Oh my God, man!
Other than
these
Mike
guys
Miller.
are going to have to. They're going to have to check back into the hotel reality here. It doesn't work like that, boys.
It's
God.
not even close. That's disgraceful. And everyone wonders. They said I was joking when I said, look, the reason why he ducked out of the Jojo Diaz fight, because one, he didn't feel like he should fight on someone's co-main event, and two, it wasn't enough money.
Oh God!
And now he says this. And I told you guys, I know this business because I'm in it. He is asking between 10 and 50 million. It's like guys like Tank Davis, Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney, and Abdullah Mason. This guy doesn't deserve the 50 cents in my pocket.
Well, they're not being realistic, Joe.
None of these fighters today are. We don't have any TV dates, and these guys are still demanding millions for soft touches.
You don't know, Floyd's dad, old man Schofield. He should realize that Floyd doesn't have that big of a fan base, but there are fight fans out here that like him a lot and would like to see him fight. But if he stays out of the mix, we're going to forget about him.
Hey, I forgot about him T-minus 5 seconds ago.
Well, that's because you're drinking Gatorade. If you go ahead and get some
prima donna bitches. And no, that's not a slide against Joe Goosen.
Oh, yeah, right.
I'm serious.
Yeah.
These guys are clowns. Why should we take them seriously? They're all clowns. Entitled bitches is what they are. Every single one of them. Ugo, go ahead.
I think the only logical piece of information, I think he's just trying to make an appeal to the Turk. That's what it is. But even then, I don't know.
Wait a minute.
He might be able to squeeze.
Wait a minute. He had a date on Turkey Al Sheikh's card earlier this year, and he got sick and had to bow out of it. He was supposed to fight Shakur Stevenson.
Yep.
Yeah.
What happened?
Bowed out.
That was your opportunity. Don't be trying to look at Turkey Al Sheikh to pay your bills. He gave you that opportunity, and you fucked up. Pardon my French.
Yeah, but that's the only logical, because he has to think, like, obviously you broke it down before. There's no market right now that's willing to even pay him even $8 million. That's already pushing it. And honestly, he'd only be able to squeeze maybe Tank Davis out of that, and even then, I don't think he'll get that money. So, what the fuck? I don't know what he's doing.
Look,
it's terrible.
He's not even on Gervonta Davis's radar. From what I was told, Gervonta Davis is interested in 3 guys. One of them is Pitbull Cruz. The other is Lamont Roach. And then the other is Gary Antoine Russell.
Oh,
Because they're from the same area. That would be a huge fight if they staged that in
that'd be
Baltimore.
that'd be a good one, Joe.
Yep. In my opinion, he fights Pitbull Cruz.
Yeah,
He should
especially
go
now.
with Gary.
I'm sorry, what?
He should go with Gary.
He should, but he won't, because Gary Antoine Russell, he's a badass, man. That'd be his toughest fight of his entire career. Eric Gomez says this: I feel like Oscar may have pulled him out to save Schofield from a loss. No. Look, Oscar,
No way.
he may be a lot of things, but he doesn't give a shit. He wants to make the best fights possible.
Yeah.
If he were trying to protect his fighters, he would have never put Ryan Garcia in with Tank Davis. That's reality.
But then also look what it did for Schofield's career. But look what it did for his career so far, Jose. It kind of tainted Schofield's name now, so that's also a double, negative. Why would he go out the way and do that? Now,
Look,
given what you
Oscar,
just said, it just
Oscar is trying to save his fighters from themselves. That's what he's trying to do. Look at Ryan Garcia. He's put him in a position to make him a superstar. Ryan Garcia, if he beats Mario Varrios, he's going to take on Conor Benn in a huge fight in the UK. And what is that going to do for him? That's a style matchup that's tailor-made for Ryan Garcia. He's putting his guys in the best position to be lucrative. And unfortunately, they're a bunch of prima donna bitches. Look at Virgil Ortiz Jr. He's like, dude, let's go. Let's get that Boots Ennis fight. And what does Virgil Ortiz and his manager do? Demand $10 million. He's like, dude, that's not going to happen. That's not going to. Wait a minute. Eric says Ben win? You think Conor Benn would beat Ryan Garcia?
Yeah, I do too.
How?
I just beat the crap out of him.
No. He says a Ben win in the UK for Ryan would revamp his career. That's reality. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, Golden Boy. Why do you think they're trying to get the Mario Varrios title? Because his mandatory challenger then would be Conor Benn. Yeah. It's setting him up to be an international superstar. If he wins both fights, he can write his own check. This is a brilliant move by both Eric Gomez, no pun intended, Eric Gomez and Oscar De La Hoya. Guys, they learned the business from the same gentleman who taught me everything.
But he's got to win. He's got to win. I don't think he's going to win.
Look, he would beat Conor Benn, but I don't think he's going to beat Mario Varrios.
He wouldn't beat Conor Benn.
And why? Because Joe Goosen is going to pull him across the finish line. He's going to pick and poke his way to a decision. Hey, I wasn't saying anything funny, Peter.
Well, when you said pick and poke, I thought it was fun.
Oh, yeah, dude, you're terrible.
Yeah. Well, I couldn't help it. Joe Goosen, God.
Why don't you just call him Joey in that robe, Peter?
You don't like my bathrobe?
Not when you're talking about Joe Goosen.
No, I would.
Hey, dude, why don't you show up al fresco in a bathrobe on someone else's show? Put some damn clothes on, dude.
I just got out of the shower.
Yeah. Go change some clothes. Put on a white beater or something, dude. Chingao. Oh, dude. Eric Gomez is bringing up the Blue Oyster Bar. That's the Blue Oyster Bar, not the Blue Lobster. Come on, dude.
Goose and Blue Oyster, yeah.
Bum,
Blue
ba-dum, bum,
Lobster
bum,
plant.
bum. Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Mario
these people,
Barrios
man.
with the Goose and Blue Oyster game plan. That's about right, and it's going to be effective. I can't believe no one knew that about Joe Goosen. Maybe I shouldn't have said that.
I didn't know it.
Shows you how old I am and how long I've been in this business.
Yeah, really. I always thought he was just a flat-headed goob.
Oh, stop it, dude. He's a genius when it
What?
comes to
Yeah.
there it is, Blue Oyster Bar. Yeah, you know it. Well, look, guys.
He's
Look,
a real brainwave, that guy.
he's like, I thought he was married or divorced.
He's even lousy on his commentary, in my
No,
opinion.
he's not, dude. Come on, stop.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is.
Oh my gosh.
In fact,
that's
I can't tell you how many times I sat here and listened to him and said, just shut up, shut up.
You know what, dude? Is because you're a homophobe. That's why.
No, I'm not. I didn't even know he was
Yep. guys, that's gonna just about do it. Let's call it.
You just
on that
like
note,
calling me a homophobe, man. That's all.
Yeah, dude, you're a rainbow hater, man. I know you are. And there it
No,
is.
really.
Ugo,
I get
hold on,
along with
Ugo.
them. I just don't want them in the
Yeah,
house.
okay.
Don't come around here.
You sound like the owner of the LA Clippers. You can hang out with them. You can shower with them. Just don't take a picture on Instagram.
Let me ask you, what happened with the Cowboys? What a bunch of
What happened to the Packers against the Bears the other night?
the Bears.
Yeah,
well, I'm a Bears fan. I'm a Bears fan.
Yeah, you turncoat bitch. Whatever. You turncoat bastard. Hey, so Ugo, your parting shots for our listening audience, sir.
Great talk as always. A lot of subjects to be touched upon. A lot of bullshit as always with these fighters, man. I don't know when they're gonna get the idea of the realities of the sport, but it is what it is. But yeah, I'm looking forward to today's tomorrow morning's card. And I think it'll be a good scrap. Hopefully, he sets everything up. There might be a possible upset, man. Who knows? The Picasso kid's coming in. I like his attitude. I like what he said. He carries himself properly. He has good boxing IQ. He has great intelligence overall. So don't sleep on any of the fights, man. I think the Japanese are going to be upset, and hopefully, it'll be a good fight. And looking forward to the rest of the year. Hopefully, things end up getting better because we sure need something to change. So that's it, man. Appreciate talking to you guys.
God bless you, Ugo. Thank you, man, for being here, brother. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you, my friend. Peter,
Likewise.
your parting shots for our listening audience, man. No homo.
I'm excited about the Picasso Inoue fight. I think it's going to be a great fight, and I agree with. I'm just looking forward to it. I'm kind of excited about the Teofimo Shakur fight. I think Teofimo's going to get knocked out. Tell you the truth, he's going to get in too close. Shakur's going to bust him up. And peace, love, stay calm in these trying times that we're in right now. And it's true. We are in some really trying times. So just stay calm, peace and love, happiness.
I tell you what, thank you for saying that, Peter. But if you keep your eyes focused on Jesus, there are no trying times. We're good. But I will say this, let's end this show. And now I'm going to ask you, what do you think it would sound like if Led Zeppelin actually recorded a song with Chris Cornell on vocals? How do you think that would sound?
Be
You want to
okay.
hear it? You want to hear it?
Sure, go
Because
on
I've
ahead.
got it. It's a band from Canada. They're called Big Wreck. And this is the best band you've never heard of. Check it out.
You always get down. You always.
So, guys, that was Big Wreck from Canada. Your favorite band's favorite band. The most technically proficient and most awesome band that you guys have never heard of. Peter, what did you think?
They're okay.
Oh, Ching Ow, dude. Are you the open C tuning with the slide, the Chris Cornell vocals? You think that's just okay?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
It was a song.
Okay, so I'll chalk that up as the Joe Goosen of music. Ching
I'm
Ow.
all right. I'm all right. It's okay. I'm all right. It's okay. You know, like dude has issues, man. I don't know.
Dude, he's talking about wearing the albatross for one more day, like you've never worn the albatross in your life. Going back to Homer's Odyssey. Come on, dude. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, got it. All right.
It was kind of, I don't know.
Oh, you know what, dude? Just stick to Doobie Brothers rocking down the highway, man. Stick to that, dude. That's what that's your wheelhouse right there, dude.
Yeah, and you could stick to Joni Mitchell, you know.
Oh, dude, I'll take Joni Mitchell. Oh gosh, dude. Now, dude, you can't say a bad thing about Joni Mitchell. You bite your tongue, you old geezer.
Yeah, she was another whiner.
Oh,
you know, I like
gosh.
songs. I like inspiration. I don't like all that whining.
Oh my god.
I don't even go. You know, they had a Greek play on that was about I can't remember. It was over here the other day after Terrible, and they had this Greek play, and it was about government, and all they were doing is whining, and you know that whining stuff gets on me after a while.
Oh my
I like
god.
I like to hear happy songs like
Yeah, you like to hear happy songs in a 4/4 rhythm like China Grove. Ching out, dude. Man, Peter, I had high hopes for you,
China.
man.
What are you talking about, China Grove?
You like 4 on the floor. You like that 4/4 rhythm. Ching out. Good old boy stuff that you can clap your hands to. Ching out,
Bro,
man. Constant sorrow.
I like
Soggy
rock
Bottom
and
Boy.
roll. I like
Yeah.
rock and roll for real, not all this.
Oh, dude, you're a simpleton.
You know, like rock and roll, man, like rocking. You know, something that moves.
That's what Joe Goosen told you last night. Stop it.
you're the one that keep bringing him up, man. Quit it.
You're the one who took
Yeah.
your camera off so you could actually strip down naked.
No, I just still got my.
Okay, whatever you say.
My
Peter.
phone was dying. My phone was dying.
Yeah, you old coot. Anyway, man, I love you, Peter. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, my friend.
Hey, love you too, man. Merry Christmas.
I always love featuring you on the air, man. It's always fun. God bless you, brother.
God bless you, bro.
And God bless Ugo. And God bless everyone in the chat. I love all of you guys. You guys are my boxing family.
Hey, and God bless Joe Goosen. God bless Joe Goosen. You can't forget.
God bless Joe Goosen, and please, Lord, help him. He needs it, just as we all do, but he needs a little bit more than most. So, guys, on that note, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from everyone here, Peter, Ugo, and myself from WaraWeek Boxing. God bless and have a wonderful evening, everybody. Oh, boy. Cheers out.
After
Rod Vachon Holdings proudly presents WaraWeek Radio Chats with ring announcer Joseph Herron